Yeah. Okay, so basically, the summary of the SpongeBob movie, with hardly any spoilers, is basically, and it can also be, if you've seen the trailer, you can basically also put that together too. But you basically have to. Why am I saying it like it's a video game?
Yeah,
you basically have to go here.
Go and find the crystal. They find the crystal of Mordor, and then talk to Tingle.
The crystal of Mordor.
I know, right? Because that's a totally new item. That's totally canon.
The Legend of the Rings. The
Legend of the King, Zelda edition.
The Return of the Wind Waker.
It's like Lord of the Rings, but also you add Zelda.
Fellowship of the Desolation of Majora's Mask.
Okay, wait. There's something I gotta talk about later. Like it's like just remind me of something.
Okay.
Like later.
For real though, summarize it. Summary of the SpongeBob movie 2.
Formula's been taken again.
Yeah, formula's been taken again, pretty much.
But this time it's not by Plankton.
Yeah, it's for some reason it's not. It started out as an attempt. A pretty cool
dang attempt. Like the first thing it seems I can do it a bit more
very first scene of the movie. Very first scene of the movie. All I will say is very, very good. Like probably one of the best best of Plankton's attempts to steal the formula. Like in the sense of like it's a battle. It's basically that's all I'll say. It's a battle.
It's a battle, right? It's like and it's just so funny.
Yeah.
Just of like how they do it. It's like, okay, so basically we're going through Plankton event. Like they go through, they try to battle each other, but eventually Plankton breaks through and he gets into the restaurant. It goes all the way to the point of pretty much getting into the safe.
Yeah.
Getting the formula pretty much.
And then SpongeBob and Plankton are pulling at the formula, trying to pull it out of each other's hands, but then suddenly
it disappears.
Yeah, basically, and it's unknown who took it and what happened to it. And
basically then the Mr. Krabs suddenly comes in. I can summarize it. I think I can summarize it a bit better if you can point out anything I can't figure out.
Yeah.
Mr. Krabs then comes in, suddenly seeing the formula gone and thinking, "Oh my God, Plankton stole the formula again."
Yeah, and then SpongeBob with the
SpongeBob tries to defend him, saying, "He didn't do anything. He didn't do it."
Yeah, but Mr. Krabs, but then it leads Mr. Krabs to believe that he's on Plankton's side.
Well, that's a bit later. Like it's like after that he tries to torture Plankton in probably the best way possible. The funniest way in the movie. Jimmy back me formula.
Jimmy back me formula. Okay, no, we won't. Don't go that far. That's spoilers too. Anyway.
No, okay, this was like in the sneak peek during like the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but still, some people have not.
Well, then again, Machinima has done this too, like about it. Brought to you by Applebee's.
God damn it!
This is gonna be a running joke, man. This will be the running joke.
I was saying that when we ended with the ad block thing, that would be the end of the whole thing. But
this will be the running joke, like Bears.
Wait, oh, dude, don't. We may or may not cover that. Although by the time we do this again, it'll be irrelevant probably.
Well, we can. Okay, anyway, we'll talk about it later. Anyway, basically goes in, Plankton doesn't believe them. I mean, Subscriber doesn't believe them, tortures him. Then suddenly, it goes back to it pretty much goes from everything being orderly to everything being like the apocalypse, mainly because the Krabby Patty is the one thing apparently that keeps the entire city from going on a freaking rampage.
Yeah, so basically SpongeBob and Plankton are flying on a bubble, Aliens to Great Panda style.
Pretty much,
and
all the way to like Plankton's lab, where they pretty much try to figure out a way to find the formula. So what they do is
build a time machine.
But the funny thing is, like, it's like this is one little thing that just don't mind, like when they build the time machine, instead of using the chum bucket because like it's pretty much been guarded, they have to go to this other restaurant apparently that Plankton has on top of a freaking hill. It's like a Mexican restaurant. I'm like I've said this in the movie, like as I was in the movie. Why doesn't he use this? Well, this looks like a better business.
Yeah. Well, it's first of all, it's a real food, and second of all,
oh wait, that reminds me. There's the one scene like early in the movie, like I think you remembered me saying this. Like basically when he was trying to go and almost get the formula, he failed the first time, but we figure out that there's a Plankton in there and there's a Plankton somewhere else, and I'm thinking, like pretty much Plankton gives Mr. Krabs money, puts it in the safe, and I'm thinking, oh my God, I swear to God, if he is in that, if he just teleports or something like that, I'm going to go up and leave the theater. Sure enough, he just ends up coming out of the money. And I'm like, all right, let me out of here. I'm going out.
No, okay, look. That is something I did not see coming,
totally
honestly.
called it. Like, I completely
When he
called
opened
it.
the safe, I thought he was just going to, like, quickly jump in there. But that was honestly something I did not see coming. And he technically didn't teleport there. He just kind of, like...
Okay, so anyway, let's back to the topic. Pretty much Plankton and SpongeBob eventually build the time machine using montage.
Yeah, montage. One of the best montages, even. And then
they go back in time. They go back in time to go, but for some reason they go into these weird times.
Yeah, they go into all these weird like different alternate universes.
Like, so basically goes to the future, which is actually something kind of funny.
Yeah,
it's like how long it pretty much it goes in the future. You see everything else have pretty much civilization has pretty much ended because of the Krabby Patty. Remember that because of a freaking sandwich.
Well. Come on, would you go on strike with the world if the world?
I go on strike, but I don't think the world would end. I don't think the freaking world would end. But I think that was just part of the joke. It's just like you see Patrick just coming out in the future. It's like, how long have we been gone? We've been gone for about 7 days. Actually, it was 2 days. Sorry, it was 2 days.
Oh yeah,
2 days from the present timeline.
Yeah, and then the next reality, I think
it was with the dolphin.
Oh yeah. And then I think it was Gary next. And it's actually, I've never seen Prometheus, but it's apparently a reference to Prometheus that we'll see with Gary. It was freaking Bringing up the dolphin, though. He is Bubbles the talking dolphin, and he is an amazing talking dolphin.
He apparently controls the universe.
Yes. That's all I'm going to say about that scene.
Okay, that is a joke that you can't mess up, otherwise you will not laugh at it afterwards.
Anyway. Eventually they go through all these universes, and then they finally get back
to the point where SpongeBob and Plankton were pretty much fighting over the formula.
Yeah, and then they get it back, and then everything's all good again until
they find out that SpongeBob grabbed a bottle that had a note that was a diversion that Plankton was going to use to try out the formula.
Exactly.
Because the formula was on a weight plate in order for him to get.
It's like Indiana Jones.
Yeah, it was Indiana Jones kind of style, just to get the formula. He grabbed the wrong bottle, and everyone else tries to go and right and kill him.
Yeah, and then the whole one of the messages behind the movie was teamwork, or as Plankton would call it, TM work.
Yeah, I swear he couldn't say it. It's like that was a very nice touch.
What kind of speech impediment do you have to not say one word?
Well, it's Plankton.
Yeah, that's like the cool whip of this movie.
Cool whip. You're eating hair.
Yeah. They even have a scene where it's like, say team.
TM.
Now
you do it.
Say team.
TM.
Now say work.
Work. You said
team regularly, and then team
work.
Now put them together. What do you get?
TM work.
Time bomb. He actually said time bomb. Okay.
He said
no. But for real.
Didn't they have like a song that reminded me of the Fun song? It was so fun.
Yeah, exactly. There's like a song that's almost similar to the Fun song.
Okay, yeah. Basically, if you haven't caught from what we've been doing right now, this movie makes a lot of references to both
the show and outside of the stuff that's outside of the show, like movies and stuff.
But oddly enough, it's the old, like the references to the old episodes. I can see why.
Yeah, I honestly really love it.
I caught it pretty fast. Me and him caught it pretty fast, but you didn't catch the Prometheus one, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, because I never seen Prometheus.
It's a good movie. You'll see it later.
Maybe.
You have to.
I'm not really all into movies like that.
Yeah, alright. Anyway, so basically they go. They find out that this pirate guy played by Antonio Banderas.
Yes, Antonio Banderas plays the villain of the movie.
Pretty much has stolen
Burger Beard the pirate.
He pretty much has stolen the formula. Using get this, like I want you guys just to hear this. Okay, he's stolen still uses a magic book to write in everything. And I'm not done.
It's a good cut. Okay, he uses a magic book, and whatever he writes on it,
pretty much
it's basically how the story plays out.
The funny thing is,
and that's how the formula disappeared. He wished for the formula to come to him. And that's how
he wrote down, like, basically, because I think the whole thing was kind of like, it was pretty much, like, in the beginning, it was pretty much like a story based on, like, at least he thought it was a story, like,
that was one of the main plot elements. Okay, now you may be able to argue that the time machine was, like...
I think, like, the movie could have ended right after just with the formula being grabbed again, but it would...
Yes,
if they fleshed it out a bit more, I can see it as being a solid movie.
No, look, if they did stop right at the time machine thing, it would have been just like a special, a TV special, and then there wouldn't have been
like it's like
and then the 3D thing.
All you gotta do is flesh it out. No, we do. Well, that will get its turn.
We're gonna get there.
That will get its turn.
Okay, let's get back on track to where we actually left off. Okay, calm down.
Oh yeah, basically the sacrifice. Basically what happens is
sacrifice.
Basically, after he brings the wrong thing, the whole town tries to sacrifice SpongeBob, which is oddly enough actually kind of scary.
Yeah, it really is. But then
SpongeBob smells something.
Yeah, SpongeBob and then everyone in the gang smells something, and it's a smell of Krabby Patties, believe it or not. And then
SpongeBob leaves the whole thing.
Little bit after they've noticed the smell, guess what comes back? My leg.
My leg!
Yes, that comes back.
My leg guy. Like, he was waiting. Like, I remember, like, you were waiting for that.
That's something that probably we shouldn't have spoiled, now that I think about it.
No, trust me, nobody's good exactly. I think the other thing, like, there's some other plot elements that there. I think it doesn't really matter. Like, if you haven't watched the movie, which I'm kind of not sure why, it's the #1 movie in America right now.
Yeah.
Like, as of this recording.
Yeah. And I'm glad it is. I'll tell you that right now. But anyway, the fact
basically
later on they go up to the surface pressure style.
Well, basically what happens is I think I remember this better than you. We go through. Everyone goes up. Everyone goes up. They look at the surface. It's like, oh my god, it's the surface again. Like I love how they reference. It's like because they've been up there before.
Yeah.
3 times now.
Yeah, 3. Oh yeah, 3.
Oh, remember, it was with the episode where
pressure, the movie, and then
this
movie.
This time.
The first one and then this one.
Well, okay, and then it's one of my favorite. It's probably my favorite joke of the movie.
Yeah.
Okay, every second.
All secondary cast members follow me.
Yeah, just like that random fish.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite jokes too.